Hello, this is Tasty Wallet, and this video is on the Disney Solitaire offer on Free Cash. This is a pretty big one. It's also going to be a pretty lengthy one because there's a lot of Solitaire you're going to have to play to get through this offer. So I've made a little bit of progress on this already. I'm currently working on completing Scene 7. There's 30 in total to do. If you're familiar with the Harvest Solitaire, it's pretty similar offer. The rules are a little bit different, but still going to be a pretty lengthy one. So let me go ahead and pull it up. This one's by Disney, of course. If any of you are familiar with the game called Tri-Peak Solitaire, this is the same exact game. For those who are not familiar with Tri-Peak Solitaire, this version of Solitaire is where you try to clear the entire board by playing cards that are either one rank higher or one rank lower than the current ranking card. So if there's a 3 that's currently in play for the discard pile, you can either play a 2 or a 4 on it. You of course could do streaks, and there are different bonuses that you can get for streaks. There are also 2 other power-ups that you can use. One of them is the undo button, and there's also the wild card. There's also a third one as well, where you can pay money to get 5 new cards. Also, the undo button and the wild card, they also cost money as well. So, these are the scenes. So I'm going to just show them to you. So as you can see here, I'm currently on scene 7, which is the Toy Story scene. I've done some other ones as well. The bonus scenes don't count, but you have to go through them in order to be able to progress. So, as you complete levels, you earn these stars right here, and you have to use these stars in order to complete these different sections for these different scenes. As you go further into the game, you have to do more and more levels in order to be able to get more and more stars that are required to be able to progress through these scenes. So, one of the things that is very, very important to know is when to use the undo button and when to use wilds. I recommend not getting 5 new cards. I don't think it's worth it personally. But you see here in the upper left-hand corner, there's these coins. Coins are required in order to pay for an attempt at a level. They're also used to pay for the power-ups. So my recommendation is to make sure that you have enough coins to be able to pay for the level and to be able to pay for a wild card. Wild cards are used, in my personal opinion, best when you use them at the end of the level to try to clear the level. And you only want to use 1. So if you don't have enough to pay for the wild card as well as to pay for the level, then my recommendation is to just wait for this timer right here. You see there's a next bonus. My timer is going to expire in about 8 minutes, in which case I'll be able to collect enough coins to be able to do a level. So, if you don't have enough coins to do a level and to get the wild, I would recommend waiting until the timer runs out and just continue to collect coins until you're able to do that. The timer cooldown is 1 hour. Also, you also get once a day, usually around midnight, but it just depends upon where you are. You'll get extra coins, and sometimes you'll get extra power-ups as well. There's all kinds of other gimmicks that they have, like this one here, for example. This particular gimmick up here at the top, you'll get 5 credits if you complete the level, and you'll get 10 if you complete the level on your first try. Usually it's not worth using a whole bunch of power-ups and coins to try to get these things. I usually just ignore them, and if I get rewards for them, great, and if I don't, I don't. But for the most part, I just ignore all that stuff, and also I try not to pay for this stuff as well. So, let's try a level. Oh, one thing I should note is also this puzzle thing. That's also one of the gimmicks that they have. As you can see, I've already done 4 of this. I didn't try to do anything extra to try to get these puzzle pieces. They just came naturally from doing the levels. So, without further ado, let's try a level. So, Eventually you'll be able to power up the bonus that you get for doing these levels. I personally don't think that it's worth doing that. Simply put, the reason why I don't think it's doing that is because it's going to cost more coins, and we need those coins to complete levels. So, and eventually you will run out of coins. And remember, the whole goal is to be able to complete the offer on free cash. And in order to do that, you have to complete levels. So, let's try to complete a level. Okay, so as you can see here, I have a 9 currently. So the only thing I can play on it is a 10 or an 8. Alright, so we're going to start with the 10 here. We're going to do the 9. We're going to do the 10. One of the things that I should note is that when you play cards, the best ones to play are the ones that unlock other cards. I'm going to play a 9 here. Another thing I like to do is just quickly tap each card just to make sure that I can't play another card. So you see here on the lower left-hand corner, around here, is the wild card. It currently costs 6,000 coins. It cost me 2,400 coins to play a level. So I need 8,400 coins. As you progress, these costs will go up. So keep that in mind as you decide if you're going to try to do a level or not. All right, so we'll get a new card here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and I could do the king right here. I could do this too, and I could do the king queen, but I'm going to do this 2 right here because it'll allow me to unlock 2 other cards. So I'm going to do that one. And it looks like I can't do anything else. I'm just tap just to make sure. All right. So I got a queen. So we're going to do king, queen. Can't do anything else. So, all right. I just don't like using my undos unless I absolutely have to. One good reason to use an undo, not just to erase a mistake, but also if you have 2 different decisions that you want to make, you can make one decision, see what that's like, and if you don't like that, you can undo it and then try the other one. To see if you like that one better. So it's a big thing that I like to do with my undo buttons. So let's see here. I'm trying to look for. There's a 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, and we're going to do the 7 just to unlock those. That didn't seem to produce anything, but I like to keep this stuff unlocked. All right, 5. Alright, not getting anything here, so we need an ace or a 3. There's an ace, so we need ace 3, 6, 7, 8, or 9. There's the 9, so now we need ace or a 3. I did not get one, so we're going to play the wild card. We'll do the 2, and that ends the level. Alright, so, eventually you'll collect these stars, and then what you'll do is you'll spend them on these scenes here. So this one right now is going to be 15 for Howdy's Space Ranger, and 12 for this Coming for Landing. So after I do those 2, I'll have done 6 right here for my progress. I'll have done 6 and 7 for collecting those, and then I'll get one more. And then once I do that one, I'll have completed the scene. And I'll have gotten, let's see what it is for scene 7. I would have gotten $3 for completing that scene. And then I'll move on to the next one, which would be scene 8. So that would be $5, and then scene 9 would be that one. And then after that, there are these, after every 3 scenes, there's this bonus scene that you have to do. And they also get progressively more, they require more stars. So you see I've done 3, and then a bonus, 4, 5, 6, bonus, 7, 8, 9, and then here's the bonus scene for that. So, that's essentially the offer in a nutshell. Thank you for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day.